Hello everyone. In this lesson we will continue to create our path geometry accordingly. As you know, we are trying to achieve this look for this path, and right now in the unsubd state of our model we have this edge. This transition in this area is too smooth. We need to tighten up these transitions. As you know, when we create an edge in the non-SubD state of the geometry, the SubD smoothing the edges until SubD sees another edge. So we have an edge here. The surfaces next to this edge are not aligned, and SubD tries to smooth it until it sees this edge here and this edge here. If you want to tighten this smoothing, if you want to create a really tight fillet here, we need to create an edge loop in this area and in the lower area. Always we tighten edges from both the two sides. Creating a loop only on the one side can work too, but ideally if you want to tighten a edge transition, you need to compress it from both sides. To create new loops on the geometry, we will be using insert SubD edge loop and insert SubD edge ring commands. If you left click the command, it works favoring the loops, and if you right click the command, it works favoring the rings. Let's left click our insert SubD edge loop command. When we do this, Rhino asks you for an edge from the loop. For example, when I click this edge, as you can see, it selects all the loop connect to this edge, and when I press enter, Rhino starts to create a new loop parallel to this loop. We have seen how the command works. Now I'm pressing escape to cancel the command because I need a loop in this direction. So if I again left click the insert SubD edge loop and I select this edge, this loop this time, and I press enter, you can see we are having our loops parallel to the original loop, and I can left click here. When I left clicked this position, the new loop is created. I'm starting the command one more time. I'm choosing original loop, the loop I want to work parallel with. I'm pressing enter and I'm left clicking where I want the new loop. As you can see, now we have an edge here and we have two edges which are pinching it, which are compressing it from both sides. So when I get to the SubD state of my model, as you can see, let's have a look at shade mode. The transition at this area is really tight now. I need to do the same thing around this edge too, but this time I will create the new loops with right clicking our insert SubD edge. If you right click insert SubD edge command, it takes the first edge you have selected as one of the edges in the ring you are trying to connect together. I'm right clicking it. This time I'm choosing this edge. As you can see, Rhino have selected the ring of the edge I have selected, and then I press enter and Rhino started to create the loop which connects the ring I have selected. I'm left clicking here. I'm right clicking the command again. This time I'm selecting this ring and I'm left clicking here again. By creating these new loops, I have limited the smoothing of this edges here. We have a much more tight transition area. If you have a look at our picture, the transition doesn't angle like this. It's a parallel transition. So I will get my vertices here. I'm pressing select vertices and taking them in the SubD mode by I'm trying to work while I'm seeing the resulting surface, and I'm by pulling these vertices up. As you can see, I have created a much more tighter transition. At this point I'm seeing that I have made the bottom part a little more narrower than I need, so I need to widen it up again. I'm getting to vertex selection. I need to select all the vertices at the bottom side. So maybe from top view, I can do this. I'm keeping Shift pressed. And I'm selecting all the vertices at the bottom side. When I look at the perspective view, I see that I have selected one vertex that I don't need. So keeping Control pressed, I'm getting it out of the selection. Yeah, okay. Okay, now I have selected all the vertices I need. I'm getting to SubD mode and I'm getting them wider. So have a look at the picture, have a look at our model. Not bad. As you can see, we are in a much more better place from the beginning of the lesson. Maybe I can select this all middle vertices and push them a little bit down. So proportionally I can be more close to my reference, as you can see. Maybe a little bit more down. Okay. In this lesson, we have continued to shape up our model, and while doing so, you have learned insert SubD H command. We will be using insert SubD H command very commonly, and it's a crucial part of SubD modeling processes. See you in the next lesson.